Player coming at you with my first chaotic video. It's a real video for anyone who doesn't fully understand the rules of chaotic. So these are a bunch of my cards. Of Fire, Water, Wisdom. Again, Outperform Power 5 and Initiative Fire, so you're probably gonna go first. I love Ninder, he's amazing. I'm gonna call this my Desert Raiders deck. Ultra Rare Headmaster in Kaija. Ooh, this brand once again. Probably my favorite pull today. Elements. This is up YouTube. Speed Player here, coming at you with another match on Trade Cards Online. What is up YouTube? Speed Player here, and what I have is 288 packs of Secrets of the Lost City Alliances Unraveled. Hello YouTube, what is up? Speed Player here, and I have another match on Trade Cards Online. And you may have noticed that this match is versus 88 Gelu. This is our third match together. I've won the previous two, and he is using his Warbeast dagger deck. I'm using my Drowning in Fear deck. As always, links to both decks will be in the description below. And so, as well, I made a video for this deck a long time ago, so I'll link to that in this video. As well, in this video, I will link to Gelu's version of our match, which he recorded, and he uploaded first. And so, my creatures are 2 Draz with Armbands of Lore, Roldwa, Nethar, Zistork, and Felfor of the Deep for Flute Morph. And so, Gelu's location is the Refectorium. Most dagger decks have it. And so, I'm dropping Shadow Strike and the Charge the Brave. Now, the reason I'm doing that is you can see his 3 frontline creatures are 2 Ninrin and a Core, which all have really good courage, so I need my Daunting Bravery to lower their courage. Shadow Strike is a 0, so I'm just going to get rid of it. And then Charge the Brave since it won't do enough damage. So he's attacking Nethar, who has the Evergreen Tunic, and I'm defending with Roldwa, who has the Corral Shard of the Staunch, so he gains 15 energy. Koror sacrifices his Revita Flower, and the Appley with the Flute sacks his Flute, and then the one in the back has the Whale's Energy Vessel. So my Mujiks are 2 Denial, Refrain of the Deep, Cadence Clash, Intimidating Melody of Mar, Geoflourish, and Harmonics of Water. I'm playing the Daunting Bravery off the bat to lower Koror's courage, and Roldwa already has lowered him by 30 since he has Intimidate. He plays Primal Smash for 20 damage. And so the way this deck works is I have my guys with really high courage, and then Nethar, and then I have 2 Riptides, Mineral Mayhem, the 2 Daunting Braveries, etc. So he plays Harness Rage, which would kill me, and I should have let it kill me, but I play my Geoflourish because I didn't want my Chieftains to go and Felfor to go undefended, because he has the Ninrins with Range and Swift, but then I realized I can use Felfor's second ability, which I do use, and as well I can only take out 1 Ninrin at a time. So Roldwa gets coated fairly quickly by the Super Tank Koror. So Korra had the Revita Flower, both Ninrins have Bodil's Dagger, Gefadra has the Gigan Trooper, one Appley has the Penny Baldier's Flute, and the other one has a Whale's Energy Vessel. And so I use Felfor's first ability to relocate Koror back to that spot, which causes his Appleys to get encounters, but fine as long as he's not in my grill attacking. And then I'm taking my Draz with Mork with 90 Courage and Armbands of Lore into Ninrin in the Ropasac Condensation Ceremony. And so Ninrin has decent courage, and so I probably should have played Aqua Recoil first just to gain 10 courage and deal him 5 damage, and it's a water attack. Anywho, Charge the Brave did 20 damage, plays Wind Slash for 15, I get Rust Toxic. Draz is really good in this deck because he also has Water 5, so if you're in the Hive Gallery, you're potentially dealing an extra 20 damage on all water attacks, and all attacks including courage attacks. Let's play the Aqua Recoil, get my courage up. Plays Flash Kick. You can see Gelu's Mujiks are Bonding Battle Song, which doesn't work unless you engage creature cast it, Song of Recovery, Cadence Clash, Song of Shelter, and Aegis Area, and Armament Alteration Anthem. Anywho, so I code the Ninrin with Incessant Wave, I move the other Draz over, and then it's his location, and then so Felfor has 4 counters, which is enough for me to use his second ability so that all creatures lose Swift. Also, it doesn't cause his Appley to encounters because I'm not targeting a specific creature, and so that means Ninrin has to attack Draz as well. He can't move up his Koror. And so the location is the Mapedian Oasis. It's Initiative Courage, I go first. This Ninrin has less energy and a Bodil's Dagger. I play Extinguishing Fountain. And I have enough for my challenge, so it does 30. Plays Xenocentric Wrath 40, so we're both at 35. This is also when my Geo Flourish would have been useful, not wasting it on Roldwa. He plays Aegis Area on my Incessant Wave, which means his next attack deals 0. See, my end is Riptide, and I got the Mineral Mayhem. Mineral Mayhem is as well, just because this is a Courage deck and Servant Bonnie, you can't track decks. So he had a handful of zeros there, so he just plays a Snare attack. And I play Fluid Flame for 10 to try to kill him. He plays Song of Recovery, and I let him. I try to cadence it, and he cadences my cadence, and sadly, Felfour doesn't have enough music counters to use a Denial Refrain, and then he plays Retaliatory Strike for 25. So again, I could have saved my best Draz with that Geo Flourish, but stupidly wasted it on Roldwa. That's why it's good to review your matches, so then you can see your mistakes and what you can do better next time. So now the Hive Gallery, and I'm taking Draz into Ninrin. So my attacks are going to be super powerful, play the Daunting Bravery, and now I'm going to have enough for my challenge. Screeching Scare, Riptide. As soon as you get the challenge, all your attacks deal massive damage, which makes it pretty easy to take down your opponents fast, and then you have all your annoying reaching abilities, plus extra energy from Zestork. And so Ninrin is taken down quite quickly by Draz with Armbands of Lore. Gigantopolis, the Chamber of the Oriclon, Battle Give against Untargetable, it's fine. So he just moves Core over on that. It's my location now, my second Hive Gallery, taking Draz into Appalay, and then he'll defend with Gefatra. Since he has Slash Claw and Harness Rage in this deck, so to give Gefatra more recklessness, you can use a Carnivore's Keening and just a better battle gear so that he doesn't lose his recklessness. Maybe a Barithian Axe or a Levitar, or if a Warbeast Power Leash is also good. So he draws Slash Claw there, which will do 105 with Core Roar, but Gefatra can't use it since the Gigantroper takes away his recklessness. Plays Squeeze Play. Draz has enough for the challenge on Gefatra, so I'm getting the extra 15 on all attacks and an extra 20 on a water attack. And see our energy on the bottom right, and Mineral Mayhem codes Gefatra. The second Refectorium, really useful. The reason I will only usually ever run one Refectorium is because it gives your opponent a chance to cycle cards as well. So I try to use my ability to relocate Koror, and he tries to play Song of Shelter, and then I use my Cadence class since he cadenced it before, so it goes through. So I drop the Daunting Bravery, and I think the Shadow Strike. And he had to shuffle, just skip over that for you guys. So he's down to the 2 Conjurers and the Super Tank. So I'm taking Draz into the Appalay with the Weightless Energy Vessel in Mount Pillar Reservoir. So I have Water 10 and enough for the challenge. So this is where he decides to play his Armament Alteration Anthem, and that works really well with Impedians, especially Warbeast decks, because you play it, destroy all battle gear, and then if you ever read a flower, you can bring it back and sack it again, so that takes away the cost of 2, so the Matrix is basically free, and my battle gear gets destroyed, so I don't have enough for my challenge anymore. And Koror has 100 Courage, which is extremely annoying, so now my Courage can't match up with him. So yeah, I'm still going to take down his Appalay. He has 5 energy left. I was using Felfour's ability a lot, so I couldn't use my denials there. I might think of changing in another Fluid War, but I like the way this deck works. I think I've only ever used it once before. The Mepedian Oasis again moves up Koror. Now it's my location, the Phalanx Portcullis. Tried to use Felfour's ability to relocate Koror again, and then I would have used it a second time to move that play up, but Song of Shelter, and so Draz into Koror. The initiative is Scan Energy, and this location is in my deck because at the armbands they have more than 100 Courage, but without them it's useless. And also, thankfully, his Koror doesn't have 100 Courage, but it doesn't matter. He still has 10 Recklessness because his Appalachian only have 4 counters, but Slash Cloud does 105, and there's no way I'm stopping that. Since it was my attack, Koror shouldn't have moved into my spot. So yeah. And then this bit is a bit confusing because I was gonna move Nethar on the phalanx up and then try and relocate Appalay, but I think he would have stayed there anyways. But yeah, I was gonna move Nethar up, so that's what I do. And then Koror could be there, I guess, but I think because Gelu shouldn't have moved him into the very back, so then he could have also moved him into the front center slot. Anyway, so I moved him up as for the phalanx, because that's what I was going to do, and then now it's my location again, in the Storm Tunnel Kybros Foothold, so now Nethar is moving to attack Appalay. Just play Bonding Battle Song, because my Tunic, Nethar has an evergreen Tunic, but it's not an activated ability, so it doesn't work. Deal 20 damage with Charge of the Brave. Plays Squeeze Play. He's got the 2 Xenocentric Wraths in his hand. And he puts Screeching Scare on the bottom and Harness Rage on top. Primal Smash, just to code the Conjurer in case he can't play. So I don't want him to play an Aftermath main or anything in his deck. So Chieftain moves up. His location is Foothold Assault Trench. Pity, because that would benefit us both, but he has to move. He also said in his video that he could have moved back and then caused a showdown or something, but he didn't. So Riverlands, and I'm taking Nethar into Koror with full 50 Recklessness. So I know I pretty much got this in the bag, although he almost gets me with his Harnessed Rage there. So I get the first attack, so I play Incessant Wave. Then he plays the Harnessed Rage for 55 damage for a 3 build point attack, which is crazy. But he does take 50 Recklessness damage. I play Riptide for 15, I heal 5. And so at this point, he doesn't have enough to code me. Gets me down to 5 with that actually, but Koror dies. So, great game, Gelu. Thanks for playing. I'm Steve Pillare. Thanks everybody for watching. And don't forget to like and subscribe.